meeting.
Yeah, I read that, eh?
But did you understand? Did you understand what he said? Do you know what's happened?
Well, I saw it on The Guardian. He basically like trashed a whole bunch of people, and yeah, he's an idiot.
Another health minister gave up.
Yes.
He's doing well.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
everybody's wrong. He's right. Everybody's wrong.
I know. You're
And he's not a doctor. That's nice. It's like this. I want a specialist and a health minister if you don't agree with the guy and you don't follow the guy.
we have to get past.
I know, that's crazy.
Get a couple in.
It is crazy.
So
All
happy
right.
here.
I know.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
go.
Well, on that happy note, way to go, Brazil. Woo. Okay. So, all right. So, hey, everyone. Today we are talking about, this is second to last webinar. We are talking about flying goalies. So we appreciate Silvio being on the call. And Marcelo, you're heading this one up, right? Who's leading the call today?
We're gonna make that introduction, and then Marcelo enjoys the party.
Yeah. So
All right.
I'm gonna do the introduction. Okay, now flying
Yeah,
goal.
sure.
No, I do the introduction, and then you follow your presentation.
Yeah, do the introduction. Or
So let's go, guys. Today we are gonna talk. Hi, everyone. Today we're gonna talk about flying goalies, which means part of the game. It's one moment of the game in a futsal match where you are gonna have the goalie, the designated goalie, or someone wearing a different t-shirt or a different jersey with the same number, playing as an outfield player. The same rules applies for the goalie, the designated goalie, applies for this flying goalie. So Marcelo is going to talk a little bit about some strategies on how to work and how to play and how to use the flying goalie. And then just to remind, this is one moment of the game, as we have here in our presentation. We have been talking about this. And then right now, Marcelo is gonna go and talk about a few principles and about everything and beyond flying goalies. Enjoy, Marcelo.
okay, so I'm here, Marcelo. Flying goalie starting 97, 96 or 97, when FIFA changed after the World Cup some rules. And that's one idea is to bring the goalie to help the attack and take the risk. For 97 to 2012, just the ball pass the half line, you could use the goalie anytime. So many times the team that win in the game, they use this strategy to keep the ball possession and make the other team to attack you, and you just waste time. In 2012, FIFA changed. So when they play the World Cup, they change in January. They have the World Cup in the end of the year. So you can see the difference. You're gonna show the difference. How we are playing now in 2020. And I don't know if they're gonna change some rules about this, but now you're gonna play like with this kind of rules. The goalie has to be after the half line. It's not at the ball, it's the goalie. The goalie can participate once in his one side, one half. So the ball comes to him once, like for new ball possession, and the next he needs to be after the half line. And of course, you bring the idea to play 5 versus 4. We are pressure the other team. Normally, you do this when you need to score. I'm gonna say to you, 98% of the teams they play with the goalie, they want to score. And we have some teams they prepare to play full game like this, full game. They start the game tie and they try to score. If the other team score, they're gonna try again. If they score, they still doing the same. So you attack 5 versus 4, you defend 4 versus 5. So it means zone, because it's impossible to be main mark. So it's the first point to put in your player, this idea about zone. A good practice is to make 6 versus 4. So the guys all the time, they're gonna learn how to do. It's a good organization to attack. If you don't have a plan, I saw last year a game, and one team tried to attack but looks like they didn't practice. In the defense, they didn't organize too. So it's difficult to see how the guys are playing, and they could be successful, like the situation in the game. So have the next. When you expect to attack, normally you take a risk in the end of the game. Normally you prepare your team, the guys score, you have 7 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. We're gonna watch a video and in some situations. The team has to be psychology prepared, not just physical or organized tactical, but psychology. Why? Maybe they have 3 minutes and 2 or 3 chances to score. And really to score, and they need to be successful in this. And of course, if you start to have chances and you don't score, we start to be a little bit worried about, because every time you are going and you fail, and the guys, if they get the ball, they can kick the ball over your goalie, they can score and done the game. So you'll be in bad situation. And when you organize your team, normally you need guys with a good passing, because they organize good vision, you need to check when you are attacking, good ball control, and finishing, shooting. If you do your defense, you need guys to have good vision to cover each other. That's another point. Alvaro, can you move? When you are doing defense against a team with the flying goalie, you have to cover space, you do your zone defense behind, and you need to be ready for different tactical system. Why? If you face a team when they play 1-2-2, like here, you can see one player here, goal is here, player. The guys, they can have one formation. If these guys, they change the formation, maybe to do this is not the best idea. So they need to be ready if the guys change the formation to play the game. So it's a part of the tactical and part of organization in the practice. If you don't have a practice, forget it. So futsal is a game. I think I compare futsal with soccer is, I can have like 10 friends, we can go to the game to play soccer. We organize, let's play 4-2-2, 4-4-2. I go right back, you go left, you organize the guys understand almost the game. Yeah, we can play. When you're gonna play futsal, no. If one guy has one level of the training that he knows this, but the other guys don't know, or they play different tactical situation, forget it. So futsal is a game that you need to practice a lot, to play as a team, to play as a unit, to understand the game. It's a very tactical situation. Soccer is more, you have more, I don't say freedom, but soccer is easier to organize themselves. We don't have that situation. Maybe the next. When you attack in flying goalie, you can play 1-2-2, one player on the center, 2 outside and 2 enclose the end line. So you can play. You can have this player here. So when you play this situation, normally the teams, they try to cover the shooting for the number 3 here, the guy in the center. So the guy tried to pass this ball. This guy moved this way, the defense, this guy back. The biggest problem, you can see, the biggest problem is if this ball goes straight here, this guy will be late to come here. When the guy show here, this guy had a problem. This guy go one timer here to find the guy. So that's the biggest problem for when you have the flying goal and you have defense, is if the ball go across, find the player. And of course, you need to be patient. You need to be patient every time. You need to be patient when you go. The other system is 2-1-2. So you have two guys. Normally this guy left footer. If you have a left footer, put to the right side. Right footer. So normally the defense cannot play like 1-2-1. So the defense can be 2-2. The guy pressure here. The guy pressure here, he drop. So this is the majority the guys use it. You have different situations the guys moving. We're gonna see a video about is when the guy all the time he flow, he go. So he pass the ball. He pass the ball and he goes here.
Marcelo, you cannot see. We cannot see the.
You cannot see. So
Yeah,
look.
the board. The board is on you. Oh, the camera is on you. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So imagine you have a player here, player here, player here, player here, player there.
Lift it up a little bit,
Two.
Marcelo, please. So yeah, excellent,
We
perfect.
have two here, one side, two guys there. So the guy passed the ball, he goes this way, in the middle, he jump here. This guy replace. If the guy follow here, the guy step here. If the guy find here, this guy's come in the middle. If nothing happens, the guy keep the ball here, he flow this way, he comes with the ball in the center, the guy drop it here. So always you're gonna see, so the guy pass and go. Pass and go is another way to play. Of course, we're talking about professional team, and you're gonna see in the video how the guys create and how long, how prepared you have to be to play in this situation. You have the next. The defense system must be adjusted to face attack the team. When they use the goalie here. Always the goalie after the half court. So the goalie is here. So if they play 1-2-2, normally you make 1-2-1 to face this team. If they play 2-1-2, normally it's a 2-2. If you are faced a good team, normally they know how to do this in two different ways. They can make different situations, and you need to be sure that you're gonna cover the shooting, because you cannot leave the guy take a shot. Because remember, you have 20 wide, you have 40. So here is 20, we are talking about 17, 15, 10 meters to the guys take a shot. Is easy for the guys to score. The next over. Yes, attacking defense system. We have a game. Can I share my?
Yeah.
I'm gonna share. I have the video here. Share screen. I'm gonna share screen. Share screen. Everybody can see? Yes, no? So Croatia,
Yep.
Штанга! Охо-хо!
okay. Croatia is playing 1-2-2, but they make the line of the player. They make a line. So look, they are in line, 3 line, number 3, number 7, the goalie.
Как будто бы нашли
Да.
какой-то рецепт против Густава.
The guy come in the
Нормально
middle.
последние 3 минуты. И гол забили. Сейчас Грицич был близок к тому.
So they make again 1-2-2, but they are moving the guy inside, and the guy appear.
Чтобы второй забить.
Oh, they leave.
Нашим подсобраться надо. Вот сейчас мог Пула этим мячом завладеть.
I think it's in Croatia, this sound.
Чуть-чуть повыше бы встречать. Слишком низко садимся.
So they move the ball.
Маринович, Новак. Маринович.
So when you look at the white team, is a Russia. Pula is the number 11. He's a good player. Pula is doing the top player. You have 2. Look, the number 15 is covered the diagonal. Yeah. So they are moving. So if you look here, what they are doing is you have here number 11 is Pula. So the ball go left. The guy here, Pula is here, cover. You can see the shape, they cover. Pula is worried if the ball goes straight to number 3. So he wanted the guy push to number 10, is the goalie.
Минута 39.
And it's a passive. Why? Russia is winning the game. Probably if they needed to go against the guys. So they are passive. Look at the ball in the middle.
Маринович, нет.
So who is in the goal? Gustavo, no? Yeah, Gustavo.
Не просит
Gustavo, Pula.
ногу свою. Вот здесь. Я бы не увидел. Розыгрыш. Новак.
Oh, look.
Новак.
Again, they organize.
Грицич. Налево перевели. Маринович. Шутан. Новак. Шутан бьет. Накрывают его удар. Сейчас хорошо. У нас Сирилла.
Стоп.
Нуманов.
So no success for this ball. New share. Is yours or Alvaro?
Nope. What?
Select the window. I can go, so I go here.
I can see the same game.
You can. Are
The same
you?
game, Croatia, Russia.
Mhm. But I'm controlling.
Yes.
Okay. We should do.
Были еще моменты у хорват.
Okay. So here's another situation. Spain is winning the game. They have a free kick. So it's a 4 minutes to the end.
Score from there. They can almost touch that World Cup. It's played across. It's off the bar.
They kick the ball,
Really unlucky.
the crossbar, and Brazil come with the flying goalie.
Well, he took a gamble, Thiago, by joining in the wall. And when
So they're gonna join. So the goalie left, Rodrigo come inside,
interesting. 4 and a bit minutes.
and look, Spain is in the back.
Flying the goalkeeper.
But Brazil is playing too.
Donning the
Oh,
goalkeeper's jersey. Brazil will go
so
with
they
the
need to adjust.
to try and force this equalizer. Of course, it is
So
a
Brazil
high
put 2
risk
guys in the half. Oh, look,
because if you lose possession, Spain will have an open.
how they patient to pass the ball and move.
Rodrigo. Falcao. Rodrigo. Falcao. Rodrigo again. It's Falcao! Oh, what a goal from the legend! 2-2.
So It's a good point, like how the defense, when they try to attack, they left the space to him. They attack the ball before this space. They try to steal the ball.
Spain will have an open goal. So, Rodrigo.
They try to attack him.
Falcao.
Oh, now, two guys. And now they left. They drop it. So two guys move up, he found the pass, so they drop it, worry about. So when they drop, they left space, a gap. Forget, it's not moving. Look, the ball go across. The goalie didn't touch the ball. Boom.
Spain 2, Brazil 2. And that is the goal that everybody other than Spaniards wanted to see.
I need to
Well, it's
stop.
the flying goalkeeper.
And I have a new share. Where is the new share? I need to stop. It's computer, yes. So here is 2-0 to Argentina is winning. Oh my God. Yes, Argentina, 2-0. Hey, Argentina, 2-0. Hey, Brasil estaba a perder. In Argentina. So what are you gonna do? Losing 2-0, go goalie. Go Argentina. So Brazil timeout.
Lo ha hecho todo definitivo, Ruto. ¡Qué jugador! Recuperación defensiva. Recorre todo el campo. Se marcha de todos los defensores que le salen al paso. Se asocia con Pucholino, el banda. Le filtra el zurdito, el pase a Titi, que finaliza la jugada con un golazo.
So timeout, organize your team. Let's go. Let's face these guys. Let's face all the crowd. And of course, Argentina was waiting Brazil come with the flying goalie. And everybody that knows the game knew that Brazil is gonna try. But the point is, you must be efficient if you come like for this situation and you don't have a good attack, you don't have a good move in practice, doesn't work. So look at how Brazil is gonna face this situation now in Argentina. The guys are very happy. So number, oh look. So the goal is number 17 now. So goal is 17, 4, 9. So look, they organize 1, 2, 2. Oh, the guy pass and go. Pass and go. Alvaro, how many pass? 5? So if the guys understand it, this is the one, the tactical, that you pass and you are going. So 2-1. This game is finished. Yes, it's 2-1 until the end. So Argentina is playing 2-2. Argentina is playing 2-2. Brazil is gonna open. Brazil is open stretch. So the guys go in the middle. There's nobody in the middle. Oh, pass. The guy go. I never seen so like the situation so different. Like for the guys, they didn't understand what's happened. And what's the problem is the guy behind the defender. He didn't look at the guy behind him. So the guy free, totally free. They don't have a replay for this. Oh. So again, pay attention to the defense. So the player here is not watching the guy behind, number 4. Again. Did you see? The guy's just watching at the ball. He didn't see the guy behind, so it doesn't work. In Argentina, they did it. Argentina goalie. So the defense, they are doing 1-2-1, and they change. Oh, the guy's covered. Now. Left.
El capitán, va el capitán, le pegó muy abajo, se levantó y será salida de Brasil. No le da tiempo a retirar, no le da tiempo, ahí bien. No da tiempo de cambiar, que vuelva al arco Nico Sarmiento, por eso la jugaron otra vez con Mati Rosa. Mira Rosa. Y se viene Argentina ante Brasil.
So you can play 10 minutes, you can play 5 minutes, you can play 2 minutes. Depending how efficient is your goalie. Brazil played 6 minutes to score 2 goals in this game with flying goalie. 6 minutes until score. Argentina played the same time or more, but they didn't score any goal. So it's a different approach, it's a different situation. Of course, I think in the beginning of the year, they beat Brazil 3-1 for the qualifying to the World Cup. The World Cup that you're going to play in 2021, supposed to play this year. So Alvaro, do you have any considerations about how do you do it, used to do in Brazil?
How do I used to do? It depends on the group of players I used to work with. If I use my small one here today, for example, I used to work with U10s and U14s. So for example, all the formations you point there, we normally use with the little ones, but a good strategy to start working with the kids is, for example, if you have your goalie, the goalie is going to be the black dot here.
Alvaro, lift a little bit.
Yep. If you wanna work you're attacking in this formation here, this is the goalie over here. This is the goalie. So if you want to, oh, sorry, goalie here. So if you want to work in a 1-2-2, as Marcelo was saying, what we could do, what I could suggest is, in your practices, you don't need to ask for players to pass and move like structured as we can see in an adult team. What we can do with the little ones is, for example, we're starting a game, and this would be a game to work on your goalie formation. I'm going to put here a diamond formation to defend on that, following the principle that Marcelo was saying, by if they have 3 attackers, the defenders will be defending with 1, 2, 3 on the first line, or first line being this guy, second line 2 players, and then third line only 1 player. It depends on the professor or the coach you are going to follow. Some guys are going to say we have 2 lines, some guys are going to say we have 3 lines here. It doesn't really matter. The principle here is if they have 3 players, we're going to match and we are going to play with the same shape. So 3 attackers on the first line, 3 defenders to cover that line. Okay, so then with the little ones, coming back to the little ones, just let them play, and then just ask them, for example, if you pass the ball, you have to move. You use the goalie rules, but you have to move any place, and then the other guys needs to adjust. So for example, the ball is here with number 5, he plays the ball there, then for example, he moves inside the zone, the ball is here right now. If number 3 carries the ball in, this guy needs to adjust, this guy needs to adjust, play between lines, this guy will adjust. So what we are proposing and offering to our players here for the little ones is, do not structure the game for them. Let them learn how to adjust themselves according to the other players. So this, we are creating connections in between them. So of course, to get here, we start with connections between 2 players, then 3 players, and now we are working with 5 players. So this is the max in this game, okay? So the way I used to work was like this. This is the shape. Let me take the defenders off. So 1, 2, 2, and then here's the ball now. Goalie is there. Okay, so some of the things that I would like to work, and I usually work with my players, is we try to play the ball from one side to the other, to move the defenders from one side to the other, creating spaces, especially for these guys receive the pass. So if these 2 guys receive the pass, we are going to try to create movements or opportunities to strike the ball in the net. So this is a basic one, as Marcelo said, like 1, 2, 2. I used one formation like this. Looks like a 4-0 formation if we do not use the goalie here. And then the goalie here. So this triangle here was the center of the play. So they used to pass the ball here, considering that the defenders would be in a triangle here, or even in a square. So out of sudden, we had a trigger. So if someone attack, this guy would block, releasing the ball here, and then this guy would move to the back post. This guy would approach by the PK. So we would have one option, second option, not in order, and then this guy could right footer step inside and finish by himself. So this is the second attacking shape that I like to work with. Another option is putting 3 guys and play like this. This is another shape. So this is another shape we can play. So you have 3 guys in line in one zone, and then 1 guy by himself on the other side. So you can create connections between these guys here. This guy can move back and forth because there's nobody here to play with. And then if this guy the ball goes here, some options would be the ball comes here. As soon as the ball is traveling here, this guy start approaching on the other side. This guy can control facing the net, always facing the net. This guy goes and become the back post, open up as an option to restart the process. And then this guy would finish, play the ball here, or play the ball there. So we have a lot of possibilities in this situation here. Let me switch here, would be a better one. So another possibility, moving the ball back and forth, side by side, bouncing the ball to move the defenders. The ball goes here. This guy plays the ball down. Instead of control and turn, he just leave the ball, let the ball go, jig the ball. The ball goes here. This guy can approach. This guy goes to the back post. This guy approach. We still have a defender here. Okay, so lots of possibilities in different shapes that we could work with, even little ones or with the adults. So this sort of possibilities could help you to work, as I said, even with the little ones or with the adults. And if you want to talk a little bit about defending, again, Marcelo was talking about the principles or to match the defenders, the attackers. And then what I could add on that is we call this line of engagement. So I don't know if you guys will remember the Brazil-Argentina video, Brazil-Spain video. So when Brazil was moving the ball back and forth, it wasn't this formation, but only to remember the principle. So as soon as one player attacked the ball, Brazil push Spanish back somewhere here. So Falcão, which was here, he was able to receive the ball and he had time and space to kick the ball because Brazil could push the defenders back. And why did this happen? Because one defender decided to pressure the ball and pressure actively, like trying to get the ball. And then at that level, if you make a mistake at that level, you need to run back. And by running back your defense, the 4 guys plus the goalie, you are off balance. Everyone is off balance. And then Falcão could score. So defensively wise is patience. Push the attackers to play where you want. So induce them, push them, give them one zone where you can try to get the ball or force them to make mistakes. Second thing, we could talk with our players and have this as a principle. Where on the court, we will try to get the ball. Because here, maybe from this position here, they can't, from that position, they can't score because it's too high on the field. But if they're coming close by the 10 meters PK spot, maybe now there's an opportunity for them to score. So here, maybe inside this zone is an engagement line. So that's the place where we are going to start block shots more actively or try to get the ball more actively. Out of the zone, for example, we can only force them to make mistakes. So a few things that we can talk, a few things that we can work and we have to work in our sessions. So those are the principles. Another way to think on attacking is, and defending as well, is the same principles you have in your normal formation. Try to connect those principles in your flying goalie formation. So if you defend in a 1-2-1 formation, keep doing. Work on that. If you work on a square formation, focus on that. And then your players need to understand if they need to attack the ball, if they don't need to attack, when to attack the ball, and why to attack the ball. Okay, so they need to understand and work together at all time. Okay, so I think that's what I could add in Marcelo's presentation here. Of course, we have a lot of things to talk about flying goalie, but that's what we could start this conversation today.
Yeah. Sounds good. I think like the guys can figure out like this is an option. I remember when they went to Brazil, when you are winning the game versus Argentina for the 3rd place, the guys came with the flying goalie. And we need to be organized, and that's one point, like to understand that everyone does this, even in school level. We're gonna face guys doing the flying goal is an option, of course, and organized. Normally the little kids, they don't use both feet. I suggest to use the one trick that I do for little kids is everybody's right footer. When the ball comes to the left side, this ball here has to be from the middle, one timer, one timer, one timer. So if they do this one timer, they're gonna get the defense a little delay for the defense. Why? There's no time to adjust. So look here. If the ball is this side, the player is pressure here, blocking. They are in this movement. If the ball coming here, one timer, this guy come late. When he's coming, the ball go there. The guy is coming, and the ball go one timer for number 3 here. So that's one situation for it. But they needed to adjust 3 pass, one timer. It's like a square. So if the kids if your team is not the highest level, but the kids can start to figure it out, and normally they are right footer, they can try this ball. So the ball comes to the guy finds to me, I find the guy in the end. The guy in the end has to find the other player. And they can figure out in the game it works if they. So this one situation with the right footers. Normally, the team need at least one left footer to play to the right side. It helps a lot to attacking this team. Yep. No questions. We have Silvio.
It's a quiet day today. It's before the long weekend, I think.
Silvio. No questions. Open questions. Sounds good.
Yeah, I guess that's it. It's an early day today. It's like early dismissal.
Early dismissal, yeah.
It's
15.
early dismissal. It's early dismissal.
Getting ready for back to school.
Getting ready to back to school. Oh, yeah. Good times. I'm excited. Oh, wait. Silvio has something. He's raising his hand. Does he want to talk? How do I lower his hand? Unmute. I think I've unmuted him.
How do you mute him?
I have unmuted him.
He's not there. He's not there.
I don't know. Try to allow to talk. Okay, it's so weird. Okay, I think Silvio's got to unmute himself. Try. If not, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. See you.
All right. Oh, so the next one. What's our next one?
Is set piece.
That ball.
Set pieces.
That
All
ball.
right. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Laura.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.